come on. Yesterday I was like, wow, I love it here. So I'm so excited to be here in the Hall of Champions. I told you yesterday my story about how excited I was that this venue in Texas A&M would be hosting it. Being an Aggie myself, I envisioned myself going to all kinds of sports events, as well as talking to engineers. And here we are. We're going to play a different kind of sport today, though. So I thought that I would take a quote. I took some inspiration from a quote and read it to you this morning about the arena. And I don't know how many of you have heard of a woman named Brene Brown. So I heard her do this a few years ago, and it really shifted my thinking. I am so jaded, and I think, oh, inspirational speakers or motivational speakers. And I had to click my head because the way she framed it was a freeing experience for me, and I hope it is for you as we sit in the arena today. So I apologize for those of you that know this quote. I've taken some poetic license and changed man to woman and him to her. You'll forgive me for that. But it's not the critic who counts, not the woman who points out how the strong woman stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the woman who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcomings, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, and who at worst, if she fails, at least fails daring greatly. So that her place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory or defeat. For me, the interpretation of that was liberating because it was for me, I see myself as I live in an arena. I don't know another way. I sort of have created one with our team here for you. And critics, when you create something from start with new groups or new people, you know you launch and you iterate, and you launch and you iterate, and those that aren't part of creating, it makes you vulnerable. You're putting it out there. And it's easy to sit in the cheap seats, to use a stadium thing, and throw a shade on it or criticize, because we always are making mistakes, and sometimes when you're creating, it's a process. And that's really what we're going to be doing here today. So we built this to ensure you're talked with and not talked to, so you're part of it. You're as much of a speaker and contributor as the guests you're going to hear from in the beginning of the program. And the other thing I believe is the answers are here, and they have been here all along. We don't need anyone else to come up with solutions. Everyone in this room together, thinking differently, or sharing what they know, will get us to solutions very quickly if you engage. Here we go. In the arena, we pick each other up. You've got me, I'm here. If you stumble, if you make a mistake, I got you, because I live here. This is where I exist. But on top of that, I brought you a superpower today to run the show and run the arena, and her name is Shayla Rivera.